Hi everyone, I'm Claire.
And I'm John.
And today we're talking about yoga hell. Two words you don't normally see next to one another. No. Certainly in my mind, yoga brings up images of peace and serenity and calmness. So let's wait until part 2 before we can find out what this yoga hell is. But we've obviously got an article based on exercise. So let's start there. John, what is your favorite type of exercise?
There has to be a goal in mind. So typically an exercise that involves a goal, for example, some sort of like martial arts or sports, is typically something that I can get into a bit more. But if it's just like focused only on exercise, it's going to be lifting weights, probably. Swimming, probably the worst form. But I like yoga and I like Pilates. I think they're effective, nice ways to maintain a healthy body, but painful.
Can be, yes.
I'm not flexible.
Yes, can be, and it can be holding a pose. Even if you can get into it, if you can flex into the pose and then holding it for a long time, feel beads of sweat dripping, and it can be a tough one. So you've tried yoga then? Correct.
Yes. Always, that's the next question. Correct.
Have you tried?
I have tried yoga. It was actually called Yoga Lattes, which was a cross between, or using yoga poses and then also Pilates poses?
Moves, I think.
Moves?
Pilates often involves some kind of motion, right?
Yeah. And so there was those two kind of combined together to create that mishmash of class.
Yeah, I think normally when we get these exercise topics, I spend the entire time complaining about how I hate exercise, which is true, but actually I quite like yoga. It's one of the ones I hate the least.
That's a good way to put it. Rather than what do you enjoy the most, it's what do you hate the least.
So I'm glad I can be relatively positive this time. However, I feel like I should give a little trigger warning. This article, if you're a little bit queasy, if you feel triggered by injuries, be careful when reading this one. Maybe, take a deep breath, steel yourself, settle your stomach, and then dive in.
Can I opt out?
Yes, absolutely. Don't worry.
Bye.
See you, John, and come back and talk to just me, maybe, in part 2. See you there.
Yoga hell. We normally think of sports such as judo as having a high risk of injury, whereas an activity such as yoga is considered a gentle, safe form of exercise. However, one woman was severely injured while participating in a yoga class in Wuhan, China. The instructor tried to help the woman by pushing down hard on her back while she was in a position stretching her leg. As a result, the leg broke. This kind of incident shows the importance of proper education and professional standards for physical trainers.